Welcome to this introduction to the TIGERWEB viewer. This tool provides an efficient and easy-to-use interface for viewing the full range of geospatial data and geographic area information that are contained in the TIGER database, which is the Census Bureau's authoritative source for such information. TIGERWEB provides the ability to view the relationship between different geographic areas, which is critical for data users working with statistical data at different levels of geography. This viewer provides the ability to move quickly and easily from viewing one area to another, and to add additional layers for viewing as questions arise. The availability of population counts provides additional detailed information that is not available on most census reference maps. The data will be refreshed twice a year, so the data user will have access to the most current data available. The TIGERWEB viewer requires the Microsoft Silverlight plugin. If it is not found upon opening the application, you will be directed to download and install the plugin. After opening the TIGERWEB viewer, you will want to start at the Map Content panel. The Map Content panel shows the list of available feature classes. If the panel is not open, it can be opened by clicking on the stacked layer icon at the top of the screen. Each feature class consists of one or more layers. The layers available include physical features, such as roads and water features, as well as legal and statistical boundaries, such as blocks, block groups, census tracts, and places. Say you want to see the school districts in Connecticut. Let's turn on the school districts feature class. You might notice the school districts don't immediately display. This is because each feature class has a range of zoom levels at which it will display. In other words, visibility is scale dependent. Currently, the navigation tool selected is Pan, which is used to move the map around by clicking and dragging. With the Pan tool selected, you can double-click somewhere on the map and the map will zoom in one zoom level towards that area. Or you can use the zoom slide bar on the left side of the screen. At this point, you will notice the county boundaries are displayed, as well as the state postal codes. You can change the default action of the cursor by clicking on the selection tool. For example, this is yet another way to zoom in and out. Now, we see the county names. Just like the different layers, labels are also scale dependent. So, let's zoom in on a county and look at the school districts in that area. Another way to zoom in is by holding the Shift key and drawing a rectangle. Now, there are a number of differently colored boundaries showing. Let's look at the legend to see what they mean. The legend can be accessed by clicking the legend icon in the top right area of the screen. The legend shows what symbology is used for each layer and at what zoom levels the layer is displayed. On the map, we now see all three types of school district boundaries. If we want to view only certain types of school districts, we can turn some of them off. Notice the symbology for a layer can also be determined by drilling down into the layer item in the Map Content panel. Let's look at something different now. For example, let's look at the Wichita urbanized area in Kansas. We'll start by zooming back out to the full extent of the map. Just click on the little globe icon above the zoom slide bar. Let's use the Query tool this time to find the urbanized area around Wichita. From the Select Map pull-down, select Urban Areas. Notice the Select Layer list box is now populated with the two types of urban areas, urbanized areas and urban clusters. Let's look for urbanized areas. And let's search for Wichita. Notice the query has found multiple locations and zoomed to an extent that shows all these locations. We want to look at Wichita, Kansas, so let's click on that item in the Query panel. The map recenters on Wichita, Kansas. At this zoom level, The urbanized area is kind of small, so let's zoom in. Let's say we want to compare the urbanized area, which is a statistical boundary, with the place, which is a legal boundary. Notice the Wichita urbanized area is partially transparent. This is because it is the currently selected feature. Now we're zoomed in where we want to be. Let's close the query panel. Notice the urbanized area is no longer displayed. When the query panel is closed, the query results are cleared. Let's turn on the urban area layers. Some features are displayed with a solid color fill pattern. Notice the places that are being displayed are obscuring the urban areas on the map. Let's make it easier to see both. In the Map Content panel, the transparency of a feature class can be changed. If you're interested in identifying features on the map, you can use the Identify tool. In the Identify Results panel, you can click on any of the features to get attribute information. When you mouse over a feature, its area pulses on the map. And when you select a feature, it will be highlighted on the map. Also, keep in mind the Identify tool identifies features for only visible layers. To get more information about the feature classes that are available in the viewer, click the Help icon in the upper right corner of the viewer window. These feature classes are also available via Web Map Services, or WMS. So, as you can see, the TIGERWEB viewer provides a quick and easy way to view and query the Census Bureau's geospatial data and geographic area information. For more information and to try out the application, please visit the TIGERWEB viewer page on the Census website. You can also address any questions or concerns to geo.tigerweb@census.gov.